Well, very good morning, students and audience. I am Dr. Sarvesh Kumar, Associate Professor, Department of Extension Education, Institute of Agriculture Science, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. I welcome you in this session. So today we are going to deal with the lecture number 8, and today we will learn about the verbal and non-verbal communication. As this is part of your communication skills, and we are learning different skills or different concept of the communications. So if we will learn what type of the communications may be and how that communication may be more effective. So for these reasons, these different lectures are being told to you, and today we are here to learn about the different type of communication. So basically we know that communication may be done in the two ways, that is the verbal and non-verbal communication. And what is the verbal communication? Here already is visualizing in the photo. You can see here where we use our sound. When we use our sound to talk or to send or to communicate our message, that is called the verbal communication. Means why it also may be called a oral communication, means where we are talking each other or we are creating sound for sending the message. Or in the next the photos you are seeing, that picture is visualizing the non-verbal communication, means where we are not saying, we are not uttering any word from our mouth, just we are shaking hand, or we are with the help of our gesture, posture, eye contact and all, we are sending a message, or we are guessing, percepting the information. That is called the non-verbal communication. So let's understand it in detail. What is these actually? What is the difference between verbal and non-verbal communication as it is here? So there are two types of communication. First is the verbal communication and second is the non-verbal communication. So it is very evident from its word itself, means verbal communication, as I already told you, that when the communication occurs through the verbal, means oral or written communication, that conveys or convey a message to others, is called oral or verbal communication. Means if we talk about the written communication or written letter or something, that is also a part of verbal communication. So here it is very important to understand the written communication is also part of verbal communication. Either here is no sound, what the message is reaching up to the audience with the help of written material or in the form of a letter or any other piece of paper. So that will be called a verbal communication. The verbal communication is the use of languages to convey information verbally or in sign language, means any sign language also may be sent. Verbal communication is more important because it works well. That's why verbal communication is widely used in each walk of life. Here we will learn about the different examples of the verbal communication. To understand what is actually verbal communication, we can go through these all the points that has been given different in the form of different examples, like talking each other or talking with group, chatting face to face in conversation. Face to face conversation is also a verbal communication. Talking, chatting over the telephone, means over the telephone if we are talking and we are connecting to each other, that is also called verbal communication. And recording a video, recording video is also part of verbal communication. Public speaking means when we give any lecture to the public or we talk any public talk, that is also a part of verbal communication. Preaching means when any religious person or any important person who preach to the society to make the fruitful results from the society, so that is also a example of verbal communication. Monologue, dialogue, intra and interpersonal communication. There is difference between intra and interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communication means when two people talk each other, that is interpersonal. Intra means to talk within ourselves, means when we think something or we recall something in our mind, that is part of intra communication. And group discussion talk, that is also a verbal communication. Murmuring, when we don't want to talk very clearly, we try to murmur, means with a very slow pitch. When we share any information, we talk or that is called the murmuring. And the mass communication is also verbal communication. Business meeting, job interviews, customer service on phone, team brainstorming sessions, broadcasting and media. These all are the examples of verbal communication. So with these all examples, we can understand what is actually verbal communication. We are coming to the next. That is the type 2, means non-verbal communication. Now we will learn about the non-verbal communication. What is the non-verbal communication? The non-verbal communication occurs with the help of sign, symbols, colors, touches, body or facial features or expressions. So these type of communication or the sending message to one person to another person, that is called the non-verbal. Here we are not using sound. When we doesn't use sound, then it is called the non-verbal communication. Insignificant communication is using body language and facial expressions to convey information to others. This is just definition of non-verbal communication. It can be used both intentionally or deliberately. It can be used in both intentionally or deliberately. So for example, you may have a smile on your face when you hear an idea or a piece of interesting or exciting information, or vice versa. As we know, when we hear any good news, we just smile. We just give a smile. And whenever we hear any sad message, then we just try to make our face unhappy. So this is type of the facial expression can explore that you are in which state. Either you are happy mood or you are in serious mood or in bad mood. So this type of the expressions may be guessed by the people of your nearby people or our group or our friends. So this type of the symbols or gestures can communicate your message that you are in which state. Again, if we want to learn more about the nonverbal communication, then we can go through these particular concept or definition likewise, that the nonverbal communication encompasses a wide range of behaviors and signals that convey information without the use of words. Means here we are not permitting to use words by mouth. Here we are some type of nonverbal communication as like kinesics. You have heard kinesics means the involves body movements. This involves body movements, gestures, postures and facial expressions. That is called the kinesis. And for example, a smile can indicate friendliness, while the crossed arm may suggest defensiveness. So this is a science that is called kinesics. This is the concept of non-verbal communication. One term is generally used for the non-verbal communication, that is the proxemics. Proxemics means this pertains to use of personal space, means using personal space, means different cultures have varying norms regarding how close people stand to one another during the conversation. Means if two people are talking each other and they are standing, they are having very little space in between, means they are very close friends. And if they are talking but they are having quite distance between two people, means they are stranger or they are not having that much of intimacy, means which can be observed with their space, or that may be a reason, intimacy, that may be a reason for aggression, or that may be a reason for formalities. So this type of the information or message can be received by the spectators, by the audiences. So that is called the proxemics. Now we are coming to the haptics, the another word, the haptics as a part of non-verbal. How these haptics? These haptics means this refers to the communication through touch. Haptics means when we use in communication as a touch. Touch means when we touch hands like a handshake, hug or pat on the back can express a variety of emotions and intentions such as warmth, support or authority. So such type of the handshake, such type of the back stopping, such type of the hug or pat, that they refer some message. So this is this science, or you can say this concept, is called the part of haptics. Now the another way of expression is the eye contact. That is most important in the non-verbal communication. Eye contact, how it can be dealt? Yes, the way people look at each other can convey interest, attention, confidence, aggression or avoidance. Eye contact norms can differ significantly between cultures. Means if people are making good eye contact, means they are known to each other. If they are not making any eye contacts, means they may be strangers. So by eye contacts also you can percept the view or the emotions of somebody's. So that is very important. And the another concept we are coming to, that is the paralanguage. Paralanguage means this includes vocal elements such as a tone, pitch, loudness and tempo of speech that contribute to meaning. For instance, a sarcastic tone can change the intended message of words. If somebody is talking you in sarcastic way, in that tone, means it is showing that you are just taking fun of somebody's. You are putting a sarcastic remark on somebody's. So this message will be different. Somebody can scold you. So the scolding, the tempo or the word, the pitch can be understand. That particular person is just talking you in intimacy, or he's liking you, or he just scolding, means he's not he's disliking you. So that's why. So such type of the paralanguage can be observed by the audience, that either that particular person is loving you or not loving you. Now next is the gestures. How gestures? These are the specific hand or body movements such as waving. This is waving, pointing or using sign language that add emphasis or context to speaking language. So gestures can be observed during the communication. If somebody is shaking hand, means it is good sign. Waving hand means somebody is just giving message of CF, means he or she is going to depart from particular place. So that gesture is shows, that is waving his hand or her hand. So for that, this departure is showing in that particular message. So in this way, the gesture may be of different types that we will learn in next slides. So that in this way, the gesture also may be a part of communication, of non-verbal communication. Now we are coming to the facial expressions. What are the facial expressions? In that facial expressions, we can learn the expression of our emotions. Means it is highly expressive or can convey countless emotions such as happiness, sadness, anger, surprise, disgust, often independent or verbal communication. So these type of the facial expressions can be observed, and they are giving us message in different ways in the during the communication in the social system. So these are few different components of non-verbal communication. Now we are coming to the next point, that is the appearance. Sometimes appearance also convey messages. It also communicates a personality view. Appearance means this refers how one's physical look, such as clothing, grooming and overall presentation, can be influence perceptions and judgment in communication. So in this communication, if somebody is with a very good suit and all, means it reflects that that particular person is from the educated background, that may be educated person also. If somebody is not wearing the good clothes, or he or she is in a dirty look, that reflects that appearance reflects or ultimately communicates that background, or that may be a reason for what reasons that maybe person is there. Yes, so these type of the appearances also communicate personality of a person, by which we can guess that particular person is belongs to which type of quality or community. Now the artifacts, yes, these are the objects and images that communicate message about the individual, such as accessories, artwork and personal items that convey status or identity. Yes, artifacts, sometimes you can see few people like the wild animals, yeah, so they can put the photos in their rooms of wild animals, and somebody is likes ice works and all, so they can have the photographs and all this, and they can put the different artifacts or different type of models at their home or their place or their professional places and all. So by which the reflection can be come, or the message can be understood, that type of perception may be there, that the what is the choice of that particular person is. So these artifacts also communicate the messages. Finally we are coming to the next, that is the chronemics. Yes, chronemics means this involves the use of time in communication, punctuality, the speed of speech, and the way individual perceive and utilize time can convey respect, urgency or indifference. Yeah, means you know what is the meaning of chronemics. Means if somebody is in hurry or he is trying to talk in very faster mode, means the message can be there, he is in hurry, means he is having any urgent work, because of that he is trying to finish his talk in very little words or very fast manner. So this type of the information or communication may be reached up to the ultimate audience or the person whom he or she is talking, means what is the condition of that particular individual is. So these are the different type of communication perception by which message or information just go reach from one person to another person, or perceptions they just mingles each other. So these are the different examples or the signs of the non-verbal communication, so by which we do this non-verbal communication in the society. Now we are coming to the examples. So what are the basic examples of non-verbal communication? Here we can see that first is the facial expressions. Here we are seeing the different facial expressions are there. They have been retrieved from the Google, that the human face is extremely expressive, able to convey countless emotions without saying any words. So you can visualize it by the photos, that the first face cut is showing the anger, second one joy, third one is surprise and disgust, sadness and fear. So in this way these type of portrait we can see, we can visualize, and we can perceive that what is the state of mind that particular person having. So accordingly we can prepare ourselves to talk to that particular person. So this is a great information, great message to the communication. Next is the body movement and postures. Here different body movements you can see during the traffic. We generally face such type of the situation when a traffic policeman generally provide the indications or different signs or postures, or for right side, left side or front. That means you have to stop, either you have to stop, either you have to go. So these type of the sign and postures you can visualize at the traffic police at the crossroads during the working hours of the traffic police also. So these are the sign symbols, just give a message without using any sounds. Then gestures, if somebody is just in a good mood, you can see, you can observe. If somebody is serious, somebody is in a problem, somebody is in bad situation, somebody is in upset mood, so these gestures may be that may be perceived. Eye contact, if somebody is giving you attention, that can be seen by the eye contact. If somebody is not paying attention on you, he or she will not pay will not give you eye contact. So in this way, eye contact also reflects either that particular is interested in you or not. The touch, yes, there may be different touch, bad touch, good touch, and yes, so touch is a just communication. If your friends is just shaking hand, it's a good touch, and if somebody is unintentionally somebody just touches you, that is the negative touch. Or so in this way, the touch is also a communication to our system. And the space, yes, as we already discussed, the space, if two persons are sitting very near, means they are intimate each other, they are known to each other, that's why they are talking, they are murmuring, and they are laughing each other, and they are sitting very near, very close to everyone. And if they are having a lot of space, they are not sitting very near, means they are showing different gesture, means it means they are strangers, they are unknown, they are not close friends. So in this way, we can judge our emotions, we can communicate in the society, or how this particular society is behaving. So if you will be able to know these all type of the concepts, these all type of the sign, symbol, and their meanings, then definitely you can be a good communicator. And these skills are very important, so to understand the mood of any human being. And if we will be able to understand the human being, then definitely we will be a successful communicator in the society. These are the few gesture postures, that body language you can see. There are two persons are talking. These are the facial expressions. Few are sad, few are upset, few are happy, few are more than happy and all. And these are the signs and symbols you can see. The good sign means winning sign, victory sign, and perfect or not good, likewise. So, and facial expressions, few are in good mood, few are in bad mood, few are upset, and likewise. So these are the different facial expressions. By the face itself, you can judge the condition of an individual. So these type of the perceptions are very required by a person who really want to make a efficient communication in the society. To build rapport, yes, these type of the points we must be take care of. If we want to improve our non-verbal communication, we want to establish self-esteem or good personality in the society. Pay attention to facial expressions. Smile genuinely to appear friendly and approachable. Be aware of your facial expressions to ensure they are match your messages. Observe others' facial cues to understand their feelings. Another point, make appropriate eye contact. Maintaining eye contact to show interest or confidence. Avoid staring, but do look away occasionally to be natural. Don't try to look at one place or look at one person for a long time. Avoid it, staring, likewise. Be sensitive to cultural differences regarding eye contact. If somebody is there from the different culture and you are just looking at for a long time, he or she will feel negative, we will feel disrespectful. So for that, it is need to be sensitized that the cultural differences must be observed, and we should not pay eye contact for a long time that particular person. Use gestures effectively. Use hand movement to emphasize points. Avoid distracting or excessive gestures. Yes. Maintain appropriate personal space. Yes. Respect others' personal space to avoid discomfort, and adjust your distance based on the context and cultural norms. Improve your tone of voice, means use variations in pitch, pace and volume to convey emotions. Be mindful of your pauses and silence to emphasize the points. Pay attention to appearance, means here dress appropriately for situations to convey professional and respect. Practice active listening. Show engagement through nodding and facial expressions. Respond non-verbally by leaning in or maintaining eye contact. Seek feedback. Ask trusted colleagues or friends for feedback on your own verbal communication or cues. Observe others' non-verbal communication style and learn from them. Be authentic. Ensure your non-verbal cues align with your verbal message to build a trust. Avoid forcing gestures that don't feel natural. You always try to be natural. Your gestures also be natural. So, so with this we thank you all. So, we could learn through this that this lecture that what are the different non-verbal and verbal expressions, now communications, and how this communication can be enhanced, how the non-verbal communication can be improved and all. So, with this I hope that you could learn something, and if you will exercise these all the things in your daily life, you will be a successful personality, you will be a successful person in your life in the system. This is all. So, now we are coming to the end of this session. Here the activity questions may be, you can write, you may ask that you can write the different type of communications with examples. Means here we will give the two type of the communication you can write, that verbal communication and non-verbal communication. What are the verbal communication you can define and you can give the examples, and followed by what is the non-verbal communication and what is the different signs of non-verbal communication, different terminology of non-verbal communications, followed by the different examples. In this way you can solve these questions. And if we talk about the practical, here you can observe, experience different verbal and non-verbal communication methods used in the social system. That may be eye contact, that may be a space, that may be a facial expression, gestures, signs, symbols and all. So, you can observe in the society or during your journey each and everywhere. So, you will be more versed or more understanding about the communication skills. With this, I would like to wind the session. This is all. Thank you. Thank you for patience hearing and giving your important time. This is all. Thank you so much. Namaskar.